Hello and welcome back to MrBeaston Gaming. Today we are playing Tiny Sailor's World on Roblox. Now, I love this game a lot, and I'm going to show you how to play it, and maybe some more gameplay. So, what you do is when you let it load, you press start, of course. And for what I do, I press the music and port toggle, music and port music toggle, so you can hear my voice better. Next, what you do is you go to menu, and for the aesthetic, we will go to character, scroll down to character, and press visibility. You can also press light if you want. What this does, it makes not that person. It makes a little light around here, as you can see, but I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go to teleport, and you can click any of these ports, but for the sake of it, we're going to go to Southampton. And now let it load a little bit. Now that most of it's pretty much loaded, this is where the fun comes. Now you scroll back up and press spawn vehicle. Now, this game is where you and other people drive ships around. Planes, cargos. There's a plane right there. Submarines, airships, like all that stuff. Now you can drive them, you can go on the passenger seat of other people's. And now I'm going to show you them. So it shows a name of the ship, vehicle information, and spawn ship. And there's a little picture of them in-game pictures. So I'm going to scroll down and just do the Titanic. Just the information on the Titanic, all that stuff. And now, spawn ship. Now, here we are. Now I'm just going to shimmy my way in the captain's seat. There we go. I'm now in the captain's seat. How you know that is that these little things here popped up. That's the ship's info. This is the gauge of how fast you're going. You just press W and S to go forward and backwards. This is A and D to go left and right, port starboard. This is the ship's HP. If that reaches 0, you are sinking. This is the fuel. If that goes down to 0, you can no longer move. And this is the speed, how fast you're going. Also, this would show up too. Forgot about this. This is how many passengers the cargo would have. This is if the anchor's raised or not. This is watertight compartments. They're open because we don't need them. PvP is off, but I'm going to turn it on. Now that's what PvP mode does. That's how you can tell if other people or yourself is on PvP mode. I'm going to turn that off because it's informational, not war. Anyway. So this is a pretty good, very nice quality. And you can load passengers by pressing L. So I'm going to just go 2,000. And also, here's for the max is right there. You cannot exceed that or else you cannot load it. So I'm just going to go 2,200. There we go. Now that shows it right there. Alright. So, now we are ready to make our way. But before we make our way, I gotta tell you what the map is and all that. So, we are in Southampton, of course, that's what I clicked. You can click any of these ports and go to. This is where you take your ship to deliver its passengers. There's all these ports that pretty much make the map into a square. And in the middle of it is a bunch of iceberg fields, so I wouldn't go in the middle. I'd move my way around. So there's a bunch of islands and rocks and stuff. Surprising, you know, to come across. But they're so common, you have to just evade them to get to your thing. But there's these things called shipping lanes. You can see them just in the distance over here. It's a yellow name called shipping lane, and it goes in a line, and it's a shipping lane to wherever you're going, like Hayflix. You know, so that's where we're gonna go here. So I'm going to get going now. I press W. So now I'm just keep on pressing W to understand. Now A then turns us left. Now we're turning, as you can see. And you can also press E for a horn. All ships have their own set horn, and you can just press E to press it. Older ships have a longer turning radius. That's just historical. We're not going to follow the shipping lane today because it's just going to be a long video if we do that. So as you can see, there's already a little island there, so I have to evade that. So, this on the bottom here, it shows you your location, which currently I'm in the open ocean. And the season right now is autumn or fall. The weather is clear skies, and the time is 4:10. The time is military time, so if you don't know military time, you're gonna have to do the math from 12 and up. This game has got a day and night cycle. As you can see, it is around 4, so the sun is starting to come up. That's why it was just dark. Now it's starting to become light again. And now, as I'm heading towards the shipping lane, you can see that what I'm talking about here. All here. So now I'm gonna slowly turn. So we can align ourselves with the shipping lane. You can also look underneath the water and see, you know, the bottom of the ocean. The bottom of the ocean is not all the same, sorry about that. And it can vary in depth. Right now it's just a little shallow for a ship shallow. So now we have aligned ourselves with the shipping lane for the most part. And so if you follow the shipping lane accurately, that you will be safe from any islands or rocks. You just gotta follow it. If it turns, that means that you're heading towards an island. And if you turn along with it, well, that's good. As you can see, these are other real people. Every other big ship is real people that I just passed, also using the shipping lane. So what happened then was that there's also mines that I just hit. So here's an example of what's going on here.
The ship is divided into watertight
so I quickly just press T, which is the watertight compartments, and you can see that here, now they are closed. When they are closed, that makes you slower, and the fact that now we are filling up with water and we're developing kind of a lean forward.
30 seconds to lock down.
That's going to be a little bit. So you can scroll down and set vehicle stats. It shows a little model of it, so you can see the bow 100% flooded. That is not good. But I can press P, which is the pumps, and bring that up to 50. So now we're better and a bit faster. Now our max speed is 18 knots. And since it's winter and it's clear skies, it's gonna be a little bright out. Sorry about that. But you can easily see that is something. That I used right there was binoculars. You can press B for that. And I have lost my sight of the shipping lane, which is not good. So, that was entirely unscripted and unplanned, that mine. And I don't even remember if I was gonna bring that up or not. But one thing I was gonna bring up is the sinking. So I could just do here, I can press X, and that shows the sinking ship tab. You can see the medium selected. I can select my own things here. Everything. And everything you want to do. You can do simulation, you can do bow, or current damage. So if you want to sink your ship, but, if you also have damage, you can press that, and that will simulate what would happen if you just let the water go without the watertight compartments. So, I really don't want to do this in the shallow waters, but whatever. I'm going to press, current damage. And this is what's going to happen. Immediately you stop, and your HP and stuff up here, and fuel goes to sinking status. Now, since it's now sinking, rockets can be launched or not launched, depending on what you chose, and lifeboats are launching accurately. As lifeboats are also launching, passengers up here and stuff, and cargo lower, which is a cute little, neat little thing. And you can also see that the water line and the ship is getting, deeper and deeper into the water. If you press tab up here, you can see, there are teams, but nobody really chooses them. And you start with a set, cash, which is 10,000. I'm going to speak as this sinks. And right now, if you sink deliberately or accidentally with passengers and cargo aboard, then your money goes down. But if you successfully go and transport passengers and cargo, your money goes up. It's like this. Here. So, that was another feature, is that funnels go down. Now, because my character is technically underwater, I am getting bad angle. I can go scroll down the camera, and I'm going to press stern, and now the camera angle changes to stern. I didn't really want that to happen, but what happened there is that the bow just touched the floor. When the bow touches the floor, well, the entire ship that it's touching turns to rust. And just flops. If that didn't happen, and it was deeper, it would just keep on going vertical and vertical until it finally goes down. I'm going to reset the camera angle now, because all that stuff's over. It also plays audio from the Titanic to make it more quote-unquote realistic. And well, you could take screenshots all you want, of your ship that you sank in the way that you'll choose. And now up here is just a bunch of lifeboats, free roaming, and bodies and your cargo. If you have a different ship and spot these, and the lifeboats will come to you. And when they touch your ship, they disappear and your money goes up, meaning that you technically got them and you know, your money goes up. Now, if you're asking what's gonna happen, what do you do now? You just go back to teleport. You can press the same tab, same port, or a different one. I'm just gonna choose San Francisco for this one. Oops. And you can, and now let it load a little bit. And you could just, you know, you can do it again. Spawn the same ship or a different one. I'm gonna do the Olympic, but whoa. So what's happening now here is that it doesn't say the Olympic, it says SS Niceville. So for 99 Robux, I bought the ship options thing. What it does is, well, you can have free reign on your ship, whatever you chose, and customize it to wherever you want. So what I can customize it as is my fictional ship, the SS Niceville. I'm going to press R so you can see it better. You know, only one black funnel, a bunch of modern lifeboats, and different color propellers with more on them, and a different flag. That, you know, you can all do whatever you want with that. Well, I don't really know what else much to say, except if you're still confused on the controls, there's a tab here on you can play this on desktop and mobile, each with their own controls. All here. Oops. And well, I guess just have fun, you know? Have fun with whatever you're doing. And I guess that will be it for today's episode of MrBeaston Gaming. And I guess I'll see you all in the next video. And goodbye.